Ancient Greek tragedian and writer Aeschylus said, "He who learns must suffer, and even in our sleep pain that cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, and in our own despair against our will comes wisdom to us by the awful grace of God," meaning God actually and ironically has always wanted all of us to suffer and to struggle and to survive in one way or another, even if it creates despair, disorientation, resentment, mediocrity, hatred, envy, etc. And even if it sometimes drowns the individual's soul in sadness, grief, and trauma so much that the person becomes irreparable because he just cannot recover himself from the suffering that he has always had to suffer his whole life. But it is also very true and important to understand, realize, and come to conclusion that when we are learning, we are suffering, because learning is the equivalent of suffering. And when we learn, we are able to expose all sorts of external atrocities, materialistic lies, objective pleasures, and other sorts of governmental discriminations, favoritism, partiality, corruption, inequality, etc. So learning always comes with its own suffering and struggle and survival that isn't always visible, but it can always be felt and experienced when we apply our learning of wisdom, intelligence, character, authenticity, and sovereignty upon our actions and upon the whole world and the society in which we live. So when we are learning, we are suffering. And when we complete our learning, then in that moment also we encounter different or new types of suffering in one way or another. And even when we are sleeping, we are suffering because all of our memories and painful moments basically are processed and recognized in our unconscious in one way or another to our ignorance. But the thing is, God has an awful and wrong tendency to make all of us suffer and struggle so that we become better, because there's no easy, simple, or shortcut way to the achievement of betterment, wisdom, morality, character, confidence, or perseverance, determination, resilience, sovereignty, or individuality, etc. It all comes because of suffering, adversity, trauma, rejection, betrayal, etc. So all these bad things and events have been primarily responsible for our enlightenment.